The science has proven that there is no 1.5 without nature, and at the heart of the nature conversation is the key role that forests play because they are both sinks and sources of greenhouse gases. And in that conversation, for many years has been how tropical forest countries such as Ghana can address deforestation and forest degradation. Therefore, since Ghana began our journey into the REDD+ mechanism some 16 years ago, we have put in every effort to make sure that we are able to prove the concept that it's possible to have sustainable forest management, to have increased agricultural productivity, and also grow back our degraded forest lands. The progress you're seeing today hasn't come cheap, hasn't come easy. It's been many years of consultations, many years of readiness, where we have defined our institutional arrangements, our MRE architecture, our safeguards architecture, and we have also defined our benefit sharing architecture. When we started our REDD+ conversation, we had to define who owns rights to any emission reductions and who, most importantly, is going to help us generate any emission reductions and removals. Now, we realized that local communities played a key role in there. And so we came together through a concerted effort, private sector, government, local communities, civil society, to build a robust REDD+ strategy, which is a 20-year strategy actually. And in that strategy, we have 5 key subnational programs. These programs are built around key commodities within our forest landscape because our number one driver of deforestation and forest degradation was identified to be agricultural expansion. So the Ghana Cocoa Forest REDD+ program, as we have it, is a program that is being financed by the Carbon Fund of the FCPF, that's the Forest Carbon Partnership Facility of the World Bank. The FCPF program has been an immense program for Ghana because it has been where we started building our blocks for REDD+ implementation. And that program is now giving us our very first results-based payments. And these payments are being put to use, as you see in this particular, the videos that are being shown. Now, the beauty of this is that 69% of these payments are going directly to local communities. Now, the local communities are applying them in 2 streams. One where farmers are getting inputs for their farming activities, because of course I spoke about agricultural expansion and the driver being a driver of deforestation. And so we want to resource agriculture, particularly cocoa production, so that we have higher productivities through intensification practices such as artificial pollination, irrigation, and importantly, agroforestry systems where we have the right amount of shade trees on the farm.
Nipa baako aka che mi nenti a ohwa project no eba ha. Nipa baako an kan che mi nenti a project no eba ha.
Nipa cho nenti a project no eba ha no ye se ye bo oduma kuma japade ho ban. Se de be ya ewiemu nsakirare na ase no ye dua nua na ma na yeyi na ye nyina hwewa ba wi ase no ano be kofom ame ye homato ye. Enu ntina mo hwe se nua ye dua no mo be hye yunkunan na ye timi adua ama na ye mo afi ye dua no.
Mo mpa cho mo mo se man wa ya de fa. Ensi NDSC anu ye hu se ndua ye dua no ehun eto won faso a ede na wo se ye. Ede na wo se ye. Eche se ye dua. Nti make sure mun kwan se mun koswa ndua no because in faso ede ba de bebre.
The other aspect is where we put these funds into community development projects, because not everybody in a community will be a farmer, but everybody in that community can come together to fight against deforestation and forest degradation, even through advocacy work that many people do, particularly even the youth who sometimes are even found to be fire volunteers, preventing fires from entering into our forests. And so with this particular arrangement, we had our communities for the first time opening their own bank accounts and being their own signatories through the definition of very robust governance structures. It's been a tedious process, but it's been rewarding because we have been able to empower local communities so much that they are able to set up their own governance structures. They are putting their own resources together to define their activities in their landscape, and importantly, they are improving their livelihoods. There is no talk of addressing deforestation or forest degradation without addressing livelihoods, because livelihoods are at the core of whatever happens in forest landscapes.
Applause! The role of Cocoa Ball in the project is to train farmers and come smart cocoa production and farmer business school, which is a concept by the GIZ. So over the years when we implement the project, we've been able to train over 3,000 farmers in farmer business school and come smart cocoa practices. In fact, recently we had an impact assessment and we noticed that it has led to an improvement in our yield, and it has led to an increase in the farmer sustainable practices that they have adopted. We also noticed that their business culture, their bookkeeping skills has improved. It's a study that we recently conducted to find out how it is impacting on their lives.
In the emission reduction program payment agreement, which covers a period of 6 years, Ghana is expected to produce 4 main reports. The first being 2019, the second covering the period of 2020-2021, the third covering the period of 2022-2023, and the final one covering 2024. Once Ghana produces these reports, they are supposed to be validated and verified by an independent third party. Therefore, through a successful MRV program that Ghana has put in place, Ghana has been able to produce the first 2, that's for 2019 and 2021, which have all been validated and verified, and these have led to the payment of over 21 million out of the 50 million of the emission reduction payment amount to Ghana. Now, Ghana has disbursed this amount through the highly consultative benefit sharing plan, which has led to payment of 69% to communities.
And now we are in Yamiadum, Abesia Waha, a Shira Adum, Abekan Quanta, Medidi Manuel Tezuta. Now in Kano, Abekan Quanta, yesa, and shooting. And if you are a Buddha and a yesa, you can't know Yahoo Chirian. But and now you may dear forest cocoa product no. And now most of my ne, or my baby to ensure the Amayan. And there is you any year we, and there's only good at the end, and everything. You can't know, you home in Faso Pass, Nanka, your coins, you are no, I don't my sunlight, our honeymoon. You can't know, be put in your bimbo, but then there is you, Abba. I wish it is you, a boy, pa, me say, when no Abema a grey, a background time, a day, a hotel. At the baby, it's your domasi, your miss round, no more. Yes, I saw me say, yeah, for a dear, I'm more boy, I can't cocoa them, fertilize them. Like a Yaji baby, get a massive push down, make a craft, me bloody, send your show your Bakan, Sano, and Yadia, you know, better than Jemu, and I been Basabasa. Yena, yen, send your shoe, in Yama, save you, classify, and I say. Ghana for mine. It is so ya bay. Ya baba who buy ye. Na ya crowd, send a bear da. Monsieur, a bebo, a betnasi amaye. Monsieur, a yama nipa. Monsieur, anywhere nipa, you call him. It is your best lamp in Fua. I didn't know a good grandma, monsieur Bakai, as I say. Or my idea be brave. Or more Yamisha, say, you say about Bakai, the baba who buy. You send your catch Ribiano, a benam cremwa. Baba, it's a better one. Yadamas.
Na ya ho chire yam pa na nsuo ne yakọ e wo forest m e na red plus for no ebetu bi ama ye wa ha ama asomdwe ya papa enti ye da wo mase pa na Onyankopon enhira wo.
Solidaridad has been involved in various levels of the implementation of the Gcfrp program. In fact, if you look at our focus, which is promoting sustainable, inclusive development of value chains, this actually dovetails into the focus of the Gcfrp program.
Within the Gcfrp, a high dunko assassin away. You do a red trust within a certain biblical. Because officially, you had a bush paper and you did and you've been by Benjabianum and your BDC and your BDI info, say a bush paper with Kukas and idea and your BDI human. Sanity.
Pacha family Viviana, the Lao from him. Cecilia, your better red class for us at the moment. The other do me, do my any day. First, you know, not in your home edge, my ya manumo omutwa kwan ko ekwan na jansa omako bu nsuo ye wo pipe ni bi na duma bi ana ani na sei enso enam red platform aboa ya omudi nsuo aba sisi ankwala no mu benya fa hodie se ombekọ ba bi akobu nsuo ansa na omabedware akosukulu ebna nsuo aba se omufisku ba ombetimi akonsu abla omwo nchiro
ase de yatade yatrum na red flash ka no aba ma ye ni age the red flash for asipa ye da masi bibre da word man for ase ya so de ompese ye bia no adua no bedua na de ka ho bia no se beye ama sika no ye nya more se de nsuo pempotuduma bebre na ebeba ye da masi.
My name is Ernesto Poku Ajman from Larekulu. At first we were not able to get water to drink, but at first when you want to drink water you go far away to drink water, but now Red Plus, they have got us a borehole for water. So we will thank them for what they are giving to us.
Red Plus for Adawroma. Amen. Na yansu yenya pipe. Enti yadamase na mishram. Aha kanya sapa. Kansu le tom na bi krampa na ahono. Yede no. So nyame adom na de mama ye Papa, until you damasi.
Just say, first day, you only have my na bang bang nebu. Bang bang, you look right there, put them into me. There be a name in Papa say, Benyamin mechanized ball. Then Yamia Dona, Red Plus for DB Abre.
Red Plus.
Me pacha ya family misi. Me pacha mi fi kwa me bo. Yadamo de edi kan yadamo ase eye ye nsu amode breye nsu amode breye ni agipi Red Plus eno mudi nsu ebreye yadamo ase emra ni eni nsuo anansuo ni maaye no ni ehun chie we nsuo hu bebre eso nyame adom mudi nsuo ebreye die ye ni agipa ye nya nsuo kama yadamo ase se mudi abreye.
I'm Ransford Ken Aka, assembly member from Senso Electoral area. In fact, this place is a Kwambo community within the Senso Electoral area. In fact, we thank Red Plus so much for this important thing that they have done for us. We were having a lot of difficulties so far as water situation is concerned. Women and young people have to travel about 1 to 2 kilometers before they get water. But with the good intervention of Red Plus, now water is found within the community, and then now we can get access to potable water.
Forest has been part of the Ghana Cocoa Forest Red Plus program right from the beginning, right from the inception stage during the stakeholder engagement at both national and sub-national levels. And we have also been directly involved and supportive of the implementation. ProForest is specifically engaged in the Esunafo Esutifi landscape, where we have rendered most of our support and collaboration to the program.
Red Plus!
Red Plus, aboyen bebre. Bra na yehu Red Plus na ye food okwa na ede man. Red Plus by obeboa en sekan omen knapsack. Eno nso ekuafo no che ma ekuafo no bebre ani gi asese akuafo no ebra no omu bisa se da be na foforo ba da be na foforo ba red price abre nsuo so de ba ye ni agi bebre e be se kure nsuo ho edeman se mpo nsuo ni se nya be se enum kura ye pe e timu se ntite enso a omo de maaye no nso ye di so efa nuadua ne ho wiemo bobre na ase no nti ho mfaso na omo ka che se enam se aduadua nua nti omo be maaye mfaso sa mfaso no bi ni sa sekan e bi ni sa mfidi na am se akuafo no bi eyisu mfidi no nti akodi wiram kakra sekan de e bi ni na nsuo mutuma enso na ewo ha mfa se mpanfo mo ba ya ma be hwe bebre ni na red price eye adwuma ebo adwuma papa
kan na nka akuafo no mpe ekuo ye na nam sa nyoma nti ma sesi ade obi adwuna ba se obedom
ya me ka say efra me na kokuma sa toso mienu ayobo so krunkrum nyina na me be ye mfie bebre ni ye ni nsuo red price father roma na wo mo adum ye nsuo nsuo ane anu nyina ye nsu fi nko a ye no a yade bebre typhoid ne de keka ho na ne enya ti nyame ada roma be bosome mienu ni na red price father roma omo dum ye nsuo ene de ya me no ka say nyame ya adum omo bebie nsuo na no ye da omo ase ye da ban so ase se sa nkofukuoi odum omo ogana man yi mu a omutu omo si wo se yenya ye ni bie ye ni nsupa no no sa red price father roma ombeboa ye ni yenya nsupa no ene nyame adum nsuo no ya bebia no e do mo ase nyame nhira omo na onto omo kwam na emrepa mu nso omo nsamra ye mo abiu nsuo ni die ye hia mo e da mo ase nyame nhira mo
edi kan ye ba akra se ye be ye dwumadie yi ena ayisa kromfo se ye ni asase a ye betu nsuo no wo so a wo ba ye ne dan wo betu no wiem ana betu no wiem ti asase a mo de don ye nso no ye be da mo ase e wo mu se nsuo no dodo na mo na mo be nom de nso obi nim ebi kura na obi de ne kaa atwam na onya fault bi na kaa ne hia nsuo a obi wura obi fie akɔgye nsuo ne bi ebi a na ye nsuo we bi na nipa na sade kosi ho nti enye ayisa kromfo nko ana enya Ghana man nyina na enya nti e be da mo ase pa nti e be sere ye ma forest ho ban eni nnua ho ban bɔ no eni etirimu dem ye ma nkwara ya wo mu nyina ehu mfaso a ɛwɔ so se de be ya omso omu betutu omanamo edi echi.
Topimbos Ghana has been involved in the Ghana Cocoa Forest Red Plus program since its inception. We have been developing the governance structure for the emission reduction program. I am very pleased to say that out of the 6 HIAs, we have been involved in developing the governance structure of about 5 of them. And we have also supported the development of the 6th one in several ways. We have also, in addition to the mainstream Gcfrp program, been running other programs that are related to climate change.
Midinde Aishetu Ibrahim, if you cry a friend Aisa Kum, I work at Contomla district. You couldn't the Ghana Cocoa Forest Red Plus. Now, the TN say, Honey, a Muchi in Kakra. In case of Yensu no near Posisa Duo, the Subo I fled Suhuma, our form. Tinamia Daroma, and Mudi Kuene Baha, no mode, Sa in Suvia Domain, Sisia and Suene Baha, the Namiadom. Sisia de Bibia Boko, Ama, and Moa, first and near Moamon and Musuone, Nentrium Potimuko Sebi, near Suaka, so Musimio Magum near Suaka Fat, by Sisia and Suvia Baha and Namiadom. Sia de bibia kosoboko ama enkurampo free school ba omutimi enko achi ti se first na no mukọ ensuo mu kosesa ensuo form basa na de sisia entisa enti ebeda red plus for ase nyame nhila mu nyame nkam ho yese hia dodo there is Amwa, head teacher of Bakukom training training. I thank Ghana Cocoa Forest Red Price for supporting us with this dexes. At first, the children were sitting in 3-2. They have this dexes will help us to sit freely so that they can write also freely. We thank them for this
support. What we are telling them is Oliver asked for more, so we should also add something so that we can get more to accommodate our people.
My name is Ethel. I come from Bakuku. I attend school in Bakuku Primary School. I thank Red Plus for bringing us this. We thank them for bringing it. In olden days, we sit at 6, 4, 5. We thank them for bringing it. Next time, we should bring more. Thank you.
Red Plus.
East, West.
Red Plus.
East, West.
Red Plus.
East, West.
My name is Mr. Hussein Kapuri Said. I'm a teacher at Homjebre Anglican Primary School. Currently, my school was facing problems relating to furniture. But we will say a very big thank you to Red Plus for at least aiding us to be able to solve this problem. The students, most of them in the class were sitting, at least you see 3 of them pairing on a desk, and it makes them very difficult to learn. But with the help that we had from Red Plus, it has now aided the students to improve their learning.
The Red Plus program as say that me community or more boy issue. And then I some in my I travel 20 kilometers and send a issue into a man and or in Red Plus program or say so my doom issue. Namishrao.
I show me the Janet Abbeville. I show the Yami for Yadamasi, Red Plus, Yadamasi, Yamishram, and Kayamusali crank a issue. It's me cobra at 10. If you want to say, you want to everyone need answer, you want to answer. And so mobile, the madame, Papa, Yamishram, Yadamasi.
The project has improved coordination among ourselves. Hitherto, we saw Forestry Commission as an enemy, and Forestry Commission also saw Cocoa as an enemy, because Forestry Commission will complain that our farmers go to the restricted areas and cultivate cocoa in there. We also didn't see the reason why Forestry Commission should be cutting down our cocoa trees, which is very important to us. But when we embark on this project or engage in this project, we saw that we all have a common goal, because climate change is real. We are seeing the effect of rising temperatures, and it has effect on cocoa production. So we are all in it together. We all have a common interest and a common elephant to chase, which is climate change. And to do that, we need to collaborate to ensure that we keep the trees standing.
Say America Krabi and your team maybe a free Ghana Cocoa Forest Red Plus program. Na yati na bibia across woman wide the bench. Na bears of few body of government structures that they are active landscape ama yansu jumi as. Jumedi no mono and you be say a bo obo ade bobre ehubra na ne ye obo ade di jaye na yahweso eyi enkwaye na yakwaye no so hwe no enam so ede dwumadi de mfaso die bebre bia de be abre na nka ye nimpo se ye bo ye ndua no ho ban amfaso bitimi ye de be free so ye de ba pas enam Red Plus dwumadi a ode ba ye landscape na ma ya be mfaso die bia wo ye dua ye bo ho ban no mfaso a ye wo so Neya make us say it's well landscape and I'm Red Plus Jumedi and Fasudiaba. A year farmer input any community project. Ama and I'm so community beer me dinner my friend Pussy Confu. And can an ensure omonum a ensure na any prayer. Now money and more and tree nomination soon. And so now Red Plus Jumedi a possible men see me and let Omanya ensure Ushemichi Hanua. Red Plus Jumedi ebusu eye ediama kosi konfumai enti de ye ka Red Plus and as a World Bank Jumedi ni se ye bebo mabaso Jumedi kesia omde aba mamon koso enye na emfam kuntu ene satraye emfambra mensi mu na show mo bonso se bibia omde sio manisu no Yenso as farmers no yenso yebehwe aboa aya esi eni so ye nyina nsa etimi aka.
Red Plus is work. You from me buyout. Be free coffee room. Me ekuani ye da Red Plus for us pa. So ma boa ma ye nsuo. Ama ye bia no. Ye da o ma se pa.
Me din de kwabena free fa nyameche. If you man son kwanta, no say ko jokuru na betina bo me bra. De din kan na me dwadini, me san transport winner. Na me di dwadi kan ayi, kuadwuma kan mabra bo ho. Bra ya hye kuadwuma na say na Red Plus for be so yasene. Empaboa sekan ya me de kwa afuom nyina no, onom na de ma me. De me kuadwuma na be ye me de. Sei en na okọ ba bia nsuo ho oden. De ye me ne di ani ma ho akra ne say ene ye kwa afuom a nsuo ye de kọ no ye kama. Madawrement anya nsuo a ye bu e ma ne so ye so ma o mu kra mu nka kue nkra no. Ebi susu o mo so. Enti ye me ne gye ye ma ho ase kue te sa me de mbadwon ya menya mfaso a e boro so. Na emum ye sere se ebi nsa amra bi.
Me din di Ellen. Me da ye da Red Plus ase. Say omudi nsuo abre na pillar 34 say ye ni ba bi ekosansuo. Nti ye da o ma sise o ma abre ye nsuo. Aye mi a me gina ye from Sandra. Me da Red Plus for sise omudi nsuo a eti say abre. First na enya ensupa ennom na mboa eja wonan gunya ye num. Enne ye nya pipe a ye bu amanfo gina okura wo mpanya wo bu. Ye da Red Plus for ina sise wo kan ye mboa eti say ye da o ma.
In fact, we focus a lot on gender and youth because for us, the youth are very, very important when it comes to climate change issues. And then the women are also very, very critical. And that is why we were pleased to be part of another program that aligns very well with the Gcfrp, which is the Enable program, which Topping Boss Ghana is implementing together since last year with Solidaridad Ghana. It has been a very successful story, and we hope that we will continue on this collaboration with the Forestry Commission and then the Climate Change Directorate to champion this very important cause in Ghana.
Red Plus!
Lebien person tun so kwa etimi twun pese se emlebien enya pipe nti ani agi.
Red Plus!
Enso we ne de na ya to aye ho kire ya pa we se no method na ya yusu aton enkra no ebi wa kura etimi twi ne tum se ya ho anya ha ne ya ante ne ntama obetima abu mi nua ba makura to ma onyame bofo bi na be kan etimi yi na akura ba ko nsu to enkra no nso ni ya ho kire ya pa awowo ne ade wo hwe de we aha no ekwa ne so afu na kra na ba awowo timi keka wo mu osoma wo mu so mesensu a enso no da we ekwa no ne ayi na yenti wo ti bi ye late enam so ma wo mu school kokra ye start.
Red Plus!
My name is Rex for Japan, the Assistant Headmaster Domestic of Mpasetia Senior High Technical School. Not too long ago, we heard of Red Plus, projects going on, and when we heard about it, we also placed a request of the mechanized borehole because we are having problems with water. But as soon as we placed our request, they also sent people to come around to, verify of our needs. And when they found out that indeed we need water in the school, they quickly came and started this project. And since then, having finished with the project, in fact, it has helped the school a lot. Now the water problem in the school has subsided. And I believe with time, we will get more of such projects from Red Plus.
My name is Ajay Amalolo from Pong, and I'm a proud student from Mpasetia Senior Technical School. I'm the main head girl. Initially, we were having problems with the boreholes in our school, and we even had to go to the streams near our school to get water. And it was difficult for us to get to our classrooms early for lessons. But now Red Plus has helped us with providing us mechanized borehole. I'm very sure that now we'll get to our classrooms early for lessons. Thank you, Red Plus.
Olivia is my name.
Behind me is one of the indigenous trees that we planted to help fight climate change.
My name is Ernest Dramna, the country director for Tuton Ghana. Today I'm proud of the Gcfrp program, counting back from 2012 when Tuton reached out to Forestry Commission to look at how we can collaborate and be able to support the program. From that time, Tuton's sustainability program was designed to also help Forestry Commission to be able to achieve the outcomes of the Gcfrp. Today, we are very active in 2,000 societies and also 72 districts all across the cocoa forest landscape.
My name is Ampofu Richard, currently the head teacher for Nkodum RC Primary School. So before the Ghana Cocoa Red Plus, Forest Red Plus program came, the school was actually going through a lot in terms of getting access to water for our pupils. We don't actually have a means for the pupils to get water when they come to school. So this program is going to help us a lot, and we thank them very much for such a project, and may God bless them for that.
So we are grateful to Ghana Cocoa Forest Red Plus program for providing water for Nkwadum Chips Compound and Nkwadum community as a whole. We thank you and God bless you so much. Red Plus! Yes, right. Red Plus! Yes, right. Red Plus! Yes, right.
One other key program is MASU, that is Youth in Cocoa Production, which seeks to build inclusivity in the cocoa value chain by sensitizing, capacitating and resourcing the youth to engage in climate smart cocoa production. At the governance level, Solidaridad was engaged by the bank to also sensitize HIA communities by developing tailor-made training materials to train and capacitate these local communities to be able to engage in the Red Plus processes and also the benefit that comes with it. Currently, Solidaridad has been engaged or contracted by the World Bank to implement the Enable program that is enhancing access to benefits while lowering emissions, which focuses on enhancing the inclusion of target beneficiaries to benefit from carbon and non-carbon benefits emanating from the emission reduction program implementation.
My name is Owusu Michael from Asinfosu, Dantry Bantama. That is where I also come from. In fact, this morning, we would like to give thanks to GCF World Plus for such a wonderful thing they have done for us, the community here. In fact, we were suffering from water. In fact, where we go to get water, it's not easy. Looking at me particularly, you see, getting to somewhere, let's say 1 kilometer before I get water, it's very difficult. It's not easy at all. So we thank them for doing such a wonderful thing for us, and we promise that we will take care of it so that it will also become something beneficial to us. So we say, God richly bless you. Amen.
I'm Dr. Spacey. I work at Asin Nyenya Chiefs Compound in Asin Sub-District. Now, you maternity block. Now, you pregnant women months, you be 20-30 patients. But time was one, they deliver at home through TBA. TBA so more need skills techniques a omudi delivery omunti omudi problems eba later. Nti say ya refer cases a even car kura ye de bekwa it wasn't easy. Ube brands and when your car a quine so nti be 20 to 30 kilometers answer we do eho obi no kura be wo kwem omo wa hu se omo awo no na omo asan da no mo ho na omo abefie na e wo se wo wa ye wa BCG ye so enu ye wo vitk enye sa omo enya nti ye sa e ma adwuma no eye den kakra na enasin kwama Ghana Cocoa Red Plus a omebesi maternity block amaye ni ajepa nti adwuma no ye weka se ye da mo ase ami nhira mo emma ya wo ni we no aba ye nwie yeso ye be hia delivery bed ye de patient no mo ba ye de omo beto so agi awo delivery set eni enioma nkakakra ye be hia agi awo nti ye weka se ye da mo ase ya mi nhira mo wo eniema wa ya man.
You know, I would say we see that Gcfrp has really come to make that tremendous impact that starting the program actively on ground since 2012, we never even imagined that payments would come easily out of the program and farmers will benefit to this extent. And I believe this is a very good moment for Ghana to recount our successes going back and to do greater things, which I believe there's more we can achieve.
ProForest continue to support the implementation of the Gcfrp at the implementation level, where we are supporting the rehabilitation of degraded forest reserve in an attempt to roll back deforestation. And this is an activity that we are very keen about, and we hope to continue to even expand and scale up to other parts of the landscape to make the aims and objectives of the Gcfrp a reality.
I'm Patience Amwansa. I'm a staff at Kruwa Chips Compound. I'm a midwife. At first, we were using Cocoa Health Extension Officer's house as our maternity room and then as my accommodation. But with the help of Ghana Cocoa Forest Red Plus program, we have new maternity and a new accommodation for me. Thank you very much for what's done to Kruwa community for your new accommodation and then new maternity. This place is ANC and it's very small. We've been doing ANC here, postnatal, antenatal, and at the same time it's our office too. And then we have the other room too for our delivery room. This is our delivery bed, and then lying bed, and our couch. Because we don't have any storeroom, our more bucket too is here.
Me 19. I see Brian and free. Now I had no money, baby. Yeba, never. I had no money. I say I small because of say I have crooked 12 months. Baby, I will not baby get swear beer. Yeba. I know sounds into no yabana yaba. I was saying 24 hours and Sunday I could feel. Ya made 2 hours. I was saying you now could feel. And I'm a Ghana Red Plus program in I am a CIA baby Cassia. You bet to me I wore on money 24 hours now. I was saying near the Adria home. I will hold on before and Sunday I could feel. And see the Red Plus for us a power on your my Jenny Sopa.
Midin de Daniel and Ponce Jinae. Me a chairman ewo esunafo esutifi hotspot intervention area management board no so. Esunafo esutifi hotspot management area ewo ahafo. Ye dwumadi aye ne kokoo dwumadie na ye dua nnua ewo yemfu ede boa eti ewiemhye so. Afiwe sika World Bank ede bre Ghana no. Sika no dodo ni nyina empanimfo eye hyehyɛ ye pese muda ho fan no bia hu dodo a obenya broni fe no performance base sika no ba dwumadi a wodi ye no ɛho sika ɛna yɛde ma wo ɛno nti mpanimfoɔ ɛmi ehyia yɛ no yɛn nyinaa yɛkɔtena ase ɛna yɛyɛ nhyehyɛeɛ ɛma obi ehunu dwuma a wɔdie na ne deɛ dodoɔ a wɔanya nti yɛ score mass a bibia sisie bia nim ɛna obi ehunu sika a wobenya na sika no so ba yɛ no so a yɛ nsaka yɛ no so no sika no yɛkyɛ mmienu yɛde fa yɛde sika no mu fa ɛkɔ akɔtɔ nneɛma ama akuafoɔ na yɛde fa so ɛkɔ akɔyɛ community development ama akuafoɔ yɛpɛ sɛ mekyerɛ sɛ red plus dwumadi wo yɛ a yɛyɛ no emu da hɔ fan a kyɛ sɛ ɛyi wantwi biara nim a yɛmfa bibia nkɔhyɛ sum ase yɛgye akuafoɔ no adwene yɛntumi nkutu nsuo ma ne kuro bi wɔ abere a wɔn mpɛ nsuo yɛkɔ kuro no so na wɔkyerɛ wɔn adwene wɔmɛtu nsuo ma yɛn ne akɔtu wɔmɛsi sukuu dan ma yɛn ne akɔsi wɔmɛsi hospital ma yɛn ne akɔyɛ ɛno nti sika no ba yɛde nipa nyinaa adwene sɛ wɔn pɛ ɛna yɛde yɛ ma wɔn nti yɛbɛfa saa akɔnya wei so ada Ghana by Forestry Commission ɛne Cocoa Board ɛne World Bank ase sɛ red plus na wɔn kaa sɛ na wɔn bɛbrɛ akuafoɔ yɛyɛ no mmoa bɛba carbon benefit bɛba no ampanyam paa aba ama yɛde ayɛ adwuma a sisi baabi a ɛbɛfa biara akuafoɔ ani agye a wɔn nyinaa ɛka sɛ red plus deɛ wɔn bɛsom ayere ho ne yɛdua nnua ne yɛgyae nneɛma basabasa yɛyɛ ne kwaeɛ no ase ne nyinaa yɛabɔ mmɔden a ne yɛdua ama biribiara yɛ kamakama ama yɛn nti meda mo nyinaa ase.
As part of the benefit sharing plan, 3% of the total ER payments made to the HIAs goes to the traditional authorities. A team from the Forestry Commission of Ghana, led by the Chief Executive and the Director of Climate Change, presented the allocation of the ER payments to the Achim Ebuakwa Traditional Council, which was received by the Ochihene and Betia Ofori-Penning.
And out of those benefits so far, no. And I say, the farming community, I say the moment, and I say the Danedi. Now, the payments also to you.
I'm glad part of the money we used to build boreholes. We also need to go to degraded areas and plant trees. It will change the landscape completely. If every chief decides that it's going to set aside a piece of land for people to, all they will need is wanting boots and the cocoa seedless. They are there at the moment. Now want to be a planting. We also have the tree planting exercise that we'll be engaged in. And we have the plantation farm that we also want to build. We're not going to give up, because the giving up means expecting doom for the future. And we have to keep fighting this recalcitrant, stubborn, and arrogant sayers. But we need police and law enforcement and the regulators to help us. Then we're going to keep on fighting, and in doing so, and trying to keep the environment clean and sustainable and respecting nature. You can also get employment for young people in the community, so that in the end it's a win-win situation for all of us.
In Ghana, we are happy that what we started 16 years ago is maturing. We can see that we are being able to define what is going on in our landscapes. We are providing access to potable drinking water, classroom blocks, furniture for schools. School children are happy because they don't have to sit on the ground to be writing. They are also getting the good environment that they need to undertake their studies. Now, what this means for us importantly is that we can scale, because when you get into the conversation of climate change, scale is very important. Scale is important because we are achieving success, but it's within a very pocketed area where we have defined these hotspot intervention areas. We need to expand beyond the scope. We need to be able to bring in more climate finance that helps us to replicate these benefits to a very large extent. We have a very vast forest area. The Gcfrp itself covers an area of about 5.9 million hectares. What we are doing now does not even cover even 1/10 of what we can do in terms of impact. And that's why for Ghana, we have shifted into the voluntary carbon market. We have about 3 more ERPs that we have signed based on the success of the Gcfrp ERPA with the World Bank. And we are hoping that those ERPs would also come in to complement and augment the work that we are doing. Now, it's very important that we also talk about, or I talk about, the speed of finance. We have a climate emergency. Every second counts, every minute counts. And so if we want to really curb or turn the tide on deforestation, the speed of climate finance is very, very necessary. And so we are hoping that all the other ERPAs that we have signed will also deliver finance and deliver finance at speed, so that a lot more communities can come together to fight deforestation and forest degradation, so we can achieve impact at scale, so we can promote economic development, we can promote social development, environmental development, and importantly, all this will work together to promote the mental well-being and the physical well-being of the people who depend on forests, of the people who rely on forests for their daily livelihoods, and of the people who have a cultural heritage and significance of these forests that they are living with. I want to use this opportunity to appreciate immensely everybody who has been part of this 16 years and counting journey, because we are not done yet. The World Bank has been fantastic. The Forest Carbon Partnership Facility, the whole family from readiness to the Carbon Fund as we have it now, the whole facility management team, they have been fantastic. The tax team leaders that we have had, the country team members that we have had, we couldn't have come this far without the support of the World Bank. And I also really want to appreciate all the stakeholders and partners we have in Ghana, beginning with our local communities, because they bought into the vision of addressing deforestation and forest degradation. They bought into the vision of having sustainable agricultural landscapes. They bought into the vision of forests and climate, of nature and climate. I also want to really appreciate the government entities that we've had to work with. We are not working on Red Plus in isolation. Ghana has a climate change policy. Currently, we have even advanced talking about markets, that whole Article 6 framework. We've had government entities like the Ministry of Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, the Environmental Protection Agency, Ministry of Food and Agriculture, Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, and a whole lot of them. I also want to really appreciate the Ghana Cocoa Board, because the Cocoa Board is a co-implementer for this particular project or program. I also want to really appreciate private sector. Private sector is key, because we all know the importance of cocoa to Ghana's economy. Our private sector actors have held our hands. We've also held theirs throughout this whole journey. Civil society and different NGO bodies have also supported, not just even through advocacy, but through on-the-ground implementation, partnering with the local communities and partnering also with government. And I also want to appreciate the Forestry Commission as a whole. Now, the Forestry Commission as a whole began not having even a climate change office, but the commission has evolved with the trends of time. And so we have this whole climate change department that is set up with an amazing team of young, talented, energetic, enthusiastic people who don't sleep. We don't sleep. We can't do this and sleep. Who don't sleep, who are continuously looking forward to the success and the redefinition of our landscapes, where we do away with illegalities such as legal logging and mining and have a better solution for our local communities. We have done a fantastic job, and I really want to appreciate the team that I work with. And finally, I want to appreciate the different global bodies who have given Ghana a platform to share, a platform to learn. Ghana has been part of, for example, the Forest and Agriculture Community Trade Dialogue. We've been part of the Voluntary Partnership Agreement. We've been part of different things. And recently, we have had the opportunity to be co-chairs of, inaugural co-chairs actually, of the Forest and Climate Leaders Partnership, where we see that there's a global platform for action on forests, the first of its kind. And we will still continue to be part of all these different engagements, to be part of peer-to-peer learning, South-South exchanges with other countries, because it's not just about Ghana or not just about any other country being able to make it. The beauty of the challenge that we are faced with is that we all come together and we all are able to achieve emission reductions within our forest landscape. So thank you, and keep being with us on this journey, keep supporting, keep bringing in the finance, keep bringing in the technical assistance, and let's look forward to a 2030 where we are able to achieve the Glasgow Leaders Declaration on halting and reducing forest loss.